with a new video from Colored and Confetti. In today's video, I will be showing you how to make confetti cinnamon rolls. The reason why I wanted to make this video was to share with all of you this delicious recipe because these are a family favorite. They are gooey, they are fluffy, they are the most delicious things you will ever eat. Ingredients you will need for the dough will be active dry yeast, milk, sugar, butter, salt, eggs, and all-purpose flour. For the filling, you will need brown sugar, cinnamon, and softened butter. For the cream cheese frosting, you will need powdered sugar, cream cheese, softened butter, vanilla, and salt. The first step is going to be activating your yeast. You're going to want to dissolve your yeast in your warm milk. For this, you want to ideally get your milk somewhere between 105 and 108 degrees. You don't want it too hot because it will actually kill the yeast, but you do want it warm enough so that the yeast can actually activate and you will end up with a fluffy, big cinnamon roll. The next step is going to be creaming your butter and your sugar. The next step is going to be combining your flour, salt, and eggs with your creamed butter. After you have combined these ingredients, it will still be like very dry, and that's when, once your yeast is ready, you will add your yeast to your flour mixture. Using a dough hook of your mixer, you're going to want to add the yeast milk mixture to your flour mixture, and the end result will be a big ball of dough if you have done it correctly. Once you have your dough combined, you're going to want to take a separate bowl and make sure you spray some cooking spray or oil it down, and you're going to put your dough into the bowl so it can begin proofing. Once you have your dough in the bowl, it's going to need to proof for about an hour or until it has doubled in size. A tip for this is to place it somewhere covered with plastic wrap that it can be warm so that it can really activate and get bigger. Once your dough has doubled in size, you are going to want to start rolling it out onto a countertop. Before you actually roll out your dough, you want to make sure that you flour a surface and also flour your rolling pin so that your dough does not stick to the countertop. Once you have your floured surface, you are going to want to take your rolling pin and roll out your dough so that it is a pretty big square so that you can put your filling inside of it. Once you have rolled out your dough, you're going to want to add butter and also your brown sugar and cinnamon mixture to this. Once your filling is filled inside of your dough, you will then want to start rolling from the left to the right. You will make sure to keep the center nice and tight, and you will keep rolling until you end up with one long log. Once you have your log, you will then cut it in half, and then from there you will cut it into about 2-inch little sections, and you should end up with about 9 to 10 cinnamon rolls that you will then place into a sprayed dish. Once you have cut your rolls, you will then place them inside of a baking dish, and they will need to proof again for another 30 minutes. After your rolls have finished proofing, you will then place them inside of a 350-degree oven and bake them for about 20 minutes or until golden brown. While your cinnamon rolls are in the oven, you can now begin on your cream cheese frosting. To make your cream cheese frosting, you're just going to add your powdered sugar, your cream cheese, your butter, vanilla, and salt, and just add that into a stand mixer and combine until smooth and creamy. Once your cinnamon rolls have cooked, feel free to apply your cream cheese frosting to your rolls and garnish with confetti. This recipe is from joecooks.com, and I will put the full original recipe in the description. This recipe is perfect because it isn't super difficult to make, and they make perfect gifts because, trust me, anybody you gift these to is going to love them. I give them to my kids' teachers or to my friends or to family members because they are delicious. If you like today's topic, you can visit my blog, which will be linked in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Have a nice day!